there, because you know what's coming, and you know what it's doing to their souls. Do we love these people? How about we save them from this evil? Quranic celebration of pedophilia. If you watch my videos, I read 3 citations about sex with boys and 1 about sex with girls. It's in the Quran. Well, that crap's in the Bible too. Oh, hell no, it isn't. I've read the Bible cover to cover 4 times, every word, including the census books and the genealogy books. Every word. There is nothing in the Bible about having sex with children. That's just so evil, it doesn't even have to be mentioned. It goes without saying you don't have sex with children. But it's all over the Quran and the Hadiths. The Quran boy sex citations are 52:24, 56:17, and 76:19. Sex with female children is 65:4 in the Quran. And we all know, we've probably all heard about the fact that Muhammad married Aisha. He married her at age 6, but it's okay because he didn't vaginally penetrate her until she was 9. First of all, as if having sex with a 9-year-old girl is in any way acceptable. But don't be fooled by this. Do you think he was having sex with her when she was 6? Yes. What that is it's called thighing. And since we're all grown-ups, what is thighing? It is a man using the thighs of a little boy or a little girl as the point of friction for masturbation. Dry humping would be another way to term it. But technically, they call it thighing. And Muslim men frequently use infants and toddlers for thighing. Yes. Here's my word to all of the men, both here and who might be watching on YouTube. You are a man. You are a man. You are a man. Can any psychologically normal man maintain an erection in the presence of a child? Shouldn't be able to. We all kind of think back to the anecdotes of mommy and daddy. You know, everybody's turned in for the night and mommy and daddy are in bed, and maybe there's going to be some special mommy-daddy time. And in walks in little 3-year-old, oh, I want to drink a milk or whatever, you know, and daddy just kind of, yeah. No psychologically normal man should be able to maintain an erection in the presence of a child. Not only are these men having erections in the presence of a child, they are holding children. They are holding children, babies, in their arms. And not only are they having an erection, but they are seeing it to completion. It's them or us. There is no compromise with that. There is no quarter that can be given to that. You draw your line in the sand, and if this country cannot even draw the line in the sand at that, then we will be destroyed. Yeah. And we will deserve it. Yeah. Pick your side. Dr. Salih bin Fawzan, member of the highest Saudi Muslim Council, just recently, I think this year, issued a fatwa declaring no minimum age for females to marry and allows husbands to vaginally penetrate as soon as the husband thinks the child can bear his weight. This isn't something from, you know, the year 700. This isn't a fatwa that was issued within the last several months. So there's no argument that, well, that was a long time. No, that's right now, you bastards. Like I said, normal men are psychologically incapable of maintaining an erection while in the presence of a child. Period. Period. Prostitution, temporary marriages, again, right out of the Quran, 424. As long as a man negotiates a dowry with a woman, he can temporarily marry her for even as short as 15 minutes. Oh, we don't do prostitution. Well, yeah, you do. You just call it temporary marriage. Don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining, cha-cha, okay? Prostitution is prostitution. Incest, massive problem in the Muslim world. These people are all so heavily inbred and have been inbred for 1,400 years, marrying their cousins, marrying their double cousins, uncles marrying nieces, folding the genetic dough back in over on itself over and over and over again for 1,400 years. These people are developmentally disabled. I'm not being funny, okay? Our IQ bell curve is over here, theirs is over here. Politically incorrect? I don't give a crap. It's the truth. These people are stupid. That's why they're so gullible. That's why they're so easily manipulated by these despotic tyrannies. Because they'll just fall after anybody who says anything because they don't have the brains to think their way out of it. Another evil, satanic dynamic. Cousins, double cousins. Do you know what double cousins are? Let's say, this is a great example. We all know about Prince William just married Kate, the lovely Kate over in England. Okay, Prince William's brother is Harry, right? And Kate, she has a beautiful sister, her name is Pippa. Okay, so William and Kate are married to each other. What if Harry and Pippa married each other? That would be fine. That would be completely legal and that would be fine. That happens. It's happened throughout history where, two brothers marry two sisters. There's no problem with that. In Muslim culture, two brothers marry two sisters, they have children, and then those children marry each other. That's like marrying your full sibling. Goes on all the time. Massive genetic damage for over 1,400 years. Muslims are deeply susceptible to coercion due to the lower IQ. There's good news, though. If you can break this and you can get people to start marrying outside of their family, God engineered us so that our DNA has a massive capacity to self-correct. You could fix this in a matter of just a few generations if you just get those people out from under this jackboot and let them marry who they want and live normal, happy human lives. It could come right back. We're designed with that, so it can come right back. But as long as they're trapped in this sickness, this is just going to keep going and going and going. Bestiality, oh yes. No joke. Here is quoting, Ayatollah Khomeini. We all know who Ayatollah Khomeini is, right? Back during the Carter years. Okay, here we go. A man can have sex with animals, such as sheep, cows, camels, and so on. However, he should kill the animal after he has his orgasm. He should not sell the meat to the people in his own village. However, selling the meat to the next village should be fine. This is dead serious. I like Ayatollah Khomeini's book, blah, 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 4th volume. There it is. There's a citation. You can look it right up online. Another quote from Khomeini. If one commits the act of sodomy with a cow, a ewe, or a camel, their urine and their excrement becomes impure, and even their milk may no longer be consumed. The animal must then be killed as quickly as possible and burned. Have sex with animals. Just don't sell the meat to anybody in your village. Sell it to someone in the next village. That'll be fine. This is insane. You want to call this one of the world's great religions? This is just stupid. It's stupid. And it's evil and disgusting. What's the true penalty in Scripture for a man who is caught having sex with an animal? Death. And the animal's killed too. And nobody's eating any part of that animal. Why was that portion of the law handed down? To keep crap like this from going on. The good Lord knew, and we're nipping this in the bud right here. You're not going there. You're not going to be having sex with animals. And the penalty will be swift and severe if you do. Because if you allow this crap in, the society just collapses. We're watching that right now. We're watching societal collapse happen right in our own culture. Okay? Now we understand why the Lord put these things into Scripture and just put the hammer down and said, no way, guys, no way. Necrophilia, yeah, it just keeps getting better and better. Imam Abdelbari Zemzani, this citation, May 2011, out of Morocco. This is a very famous imam in Morocco, issued this fatwa. Since a good Muslim couple will meet again in heaven, and since the death does not alter the marital contract, it is not a hindrance to the husband's desire to have sexual intercourse with the corpse of his freshly deceased wife. Yes, this is not a joke. This is not a joke. This is for real. This is what's coming. This level of evil, sick depravity. This is what we're letting into our country. Finally, the last slide. Why won't mainstream culture, why won't the left, why won't the liberals call out Muslim sexual perversion? Why do most people have no idea that most Muslim men engage in homosexual sex? Why do we have no idea that most men in Islamic cultures engage in pedophilia? That there's this massive problem. Why won't the left talk about this? It's very simple. If you look at Afghanistan and you have a culture wherein well in excess of 50% of the men are engaging in either man-man or man-boy sex, what does that tell you about sexual orientation? It's psychological. It's psychologically conditioned. It is inculcated. What does the homosexual lobby in this country want you to believe? That it's genetic. I was born this way. It's in my DNA. If you look at the Islamic world is proof, it's objective proof staring you in the face that not only is sexual orientation not genetic, it is a cultural phenomenon. You have pockets, like I said, in Afghanistan, where in the male population, it's far, far in excess of 50% and next to zero in the female population. It is a psychologically conditioned orientation. And the homosexual leftist lobby in this country doesn't want you to know that. Their entire platform is hanging on it being genetic. It is not genetic. It's not, I was made that way. It is a psychological condition. It's tragic. It is a cross that these people have to bear. And as Christians, we are called to help them carry their cross in celibacy and chastity. I'll help you. I understand you have this problem. Maybe you were abused as a child. Maybe your father was evil and brutal to you when you were a little boy and it pushed you psychologically in the wrong direction. There's all kinds of scenarios that you can work through that explain how this comes to be. I'm a Christian. I'll help you. I'll be your friend. I'll be there for you. If you fall, I'll help you get back up. We'll get you back, and we're going to get you to heaven. We're going to beat this. And you know what? You can help me carry my crosses too. I need your help too. I pray for you. You pray for me. I'm there for you. You're there for me. That is the Christian response. So again, the Christian call to homosexuality is, yes, it absolutely is a sin. It is a psychological condition. It is not genetic. We cannot bow to this. But we love and we have compassion for people who have that particular cross. I don't have that cross, but I have other crosses that I have to carry. Help me. Pray for me. Help me work through my cross. I'll help you work through yours. We're certainly not going to kill you. We're certainly not going to pretend that this isn't happening. We're going to face it together. The Muslim culture, it's just this horrible sick cycle of denial and abuse and denial and abuse. Okay? So there you go. There's the summary of Islamic sexuality. Sorry it's so brutal, but it is what it is, and we have to face this. We have to face it as a culture.